Well, hello there, and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering draft video. It is I, Al, and this is how to draft MTG. We're jumping into a Streets of New Capenna Premier Ranked Draft. Going through all the picks, all the gameplay. Please click like if you enjoy these videos. Please click subscribe. Tell your friends about them. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Twitch, where I'm actually streaming this right now live, which I do occasionally do. This pack is medium. Cavalry Ascendancy is not good. Rafine Silencer is alright. Calling a Professional is probably slightly better. Suspicious Bookcase is not playable or pronounceable, apparently. The white cards in this pack are not good. There's a Broker's Hideout, so we could take that and try to force Brokers, which is the best deck. Or like we take out this Rafine Silencer or this Call in a Professional. And I think I'm going Call in a Professional since it does go face. I'm definitely not going to marry myself to red. It's the quote-unquote worst color. But I think this is the best card in the pack by a fair amount, so I'm going to start with it. Could see an argument for taking Broker's Hideout. Could see an argument for taking Rafine Silencer since black touches white and blue, which are two of the best colors. And it makes it easier to play that card. So, those are my thoughts on that pack. This pack is much better. We've got Psychic Pickpocket as I think the clear pick here. Broker's Charm is a decent Broker's card. Echo Inspector is the best blue common. And we've got some red stuff, but nothing really exciting to follow up Calling a Professional. I guess the best red card would be Witty Roastmaster. We're not going to take that here. Red's the kind of color you want to be drafting if you're one of the only people at the table that is drafting it. So we don't really want to sort of drill too deep into it too early and spend these high picks on it because if we are fighting for it, we're really going to wish that we had not done that. Spar's Adjudicators is also a good that you could take here, but I would take the Picky Pocket, and I will. I'm going to take it right there. Now that sort of means we're not playing both of these in the same deck, more than likely, but that's okay. Sometimes you just pivot a little bit, and that's okay. All right, pick 3. We got Make Disappear is a good blue 2-drop to follow up our Pickpocket. Not seeing any white, so it would seem to me that these packs just don't have very good white cards in them. But already sort of assuming that white is not a road we're going to really want to go down. We can take Syndicate Infiltrator here. That puts us into black, which is fine. Blue can only go with white or black. I guess sometimes you could be like straight blue-green, but yeah, I mean, Make Disappear is pretty good. I think you can get it on the wheel pretty often. I think I'm going to take the more powerful card here in Syndicate Infiltrator. And, I mean, really not much else to talk about in that pack. All right, pick 4. We can start trying to read some signals here. This is not, we're not getting hooked up in the same way we were in the previous draft, that's for sure. Courier's Briefcase as a green card, decent. Spar's Adjudicators is a Broker's card. Kind of goes with our Pickpocket, but doesn't go with our other 2 cards. Expendable Lackey fits in the blue-black style of deck, so that kind of works here, but it's a little bit early to maybe be taking a card like that. Fake Your Own Death is fine as a black card. Jetmir's Fixture is fine as a red-green card, but red-green is not a great place to be. And then these green cards are pretty bad. So, tough. I think this pick is between Fake Your Own Death and Spar's Adjudicators. I'm going to take Spar's Adjudicators because if Brokers is open, we're going to be really happy we did that. If black is open, I think we'll get another look at a Fake Your Own Death. All right, pick 5. And it looks like black might be open here. We're getting past the top black common here in Girder Goons. So we're probably going to snap that up here. These white cards are nothing to write home about. And the rest of this pack is pretty bad. Obscura Storefront is a card we will be interested in if we end up base blue-black, which is quite possible. Whoa! But then there's this pack with a Disciplined Duelist and a Rafine's Informant and a Broker's Hideout in it. And a Bouncer's Beatdown, I guess, too. That's something. Holy moly. Okay, well, I don't know what to do with this. We could take Informant, which sort of ties the room together, because we could play Obscura. Let's just play Infiltrator, let's just play Goons, let's just play Pickpocket, and of course the Informant itself. Or we could go for the power level and take Disciplined Duelist, which does go with the Adjudicators and the Pickpocket, but we're dropping 3 cards if we do that. And the bots want us to take the Duelist. I'm going to take the Informant here. You can yell at me in the comments if you want. I would really appreciate that. I think if Brokers is open, we're going to be pretty happy with Informant as a 2-drop anyways. And if it's not if it doesn't end up, being the path for us, then, then we still have a card we can play. Whereas if we take the Duelist, we could just be really getting ourselves into trouble. So here's another interesting spot. Broker's Charm, which we saw one in the early picks too, so we could potentially wheel it, or a Gathering Throng. I think I'm going to take the Throng. Same reasoning here. That's a pretty late Throng. Maybe we can expect to pick up some more. Okay. And then, wow. Okay. So, I guess the first few picks just didn't have any good white cards in them, and we're certainly getting Broker Signals at this point. I'm assuming we're wheeling the Make Disappear from pick 2. I think we got to take the Headquarters here. This is an extraordinarily powerful land, although Wingshield Agent is no slouch either, but we're going to take the land here. And, if Brokers is not open, then I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Dapper Shieldmate. Solid playable in white. Comes all the way around. That says to me that white is actually open, even though it seems it wasn't. Yeah, wow. Okay, well, here we go again. So Echo Inspector, Broker's Charm. Like, I'm about Broker's Charm, but I think I'm more about Echo Inspector. Is that weird? I don't think that's that weird. Broker's Charm is fine, but it's a hard to cast removal spell. Echo Inspector does the thing every time. So that's what we're going to take. Rakish Revelers or Witness Protection. Neither card very exciting. I'm going to take Witness Protection, I think. I don't think it matters a whole ton. I'll take a prize fight here. And I guess we'll take a Rafine's Guidance here. That could be pretty good with Connive. What's up, Bon Morrison Gray in the chat? Welcome to the party. So that was a really weird pack 1, but I think y'all are on the same page with me that we're going to try to draft Brokers if we can. So Overseer versus Darling of the Masses. That's a pick. Don't think we wheeled that Make Disappear, did we? That was kind of something I was expecting to have happen. So that's kind of weird. But we were wheeling white cards. So Overseer versus Darling. This is like got to be pretty close. I think again it's Overseer because it's monocolored. It's good on curve. It's good at any point in the game. I get the Darling of the Masses is also very good. But, we're picking between 2 very good cards, and that's a good problem to have. Wiretapping is not on the level of either of these, I don't think, and Skybridge Towers would be a nice one to see come back. Make Disappear would be a nice one to see come back as well. There's another Make Disappear Sleep with the Fishes. There's a Celestial Regulator. So we got some thinking to do here. It's a Fleetfoot Dancer, but it's double off color. I think at this point we're blue-white based. So we need 2 drops. Make Disappear does that thing, but I don't think it's better than either of these 2 cards, so I don't think we can take it here. That's tough. Regulator is really, really good. We have an Informant to power it up. Sleep with the Fish is also very good. Removal spell gives you a fish. I'm going to say, when in doubt, take the cheaper card. I think there's like 100% chance we're playing white and almost 100% chance we're playing blue, so it's not really hurting us too much to do that. All right, now we could take our Make Disappear. And I think we will. So there's not really anything else going on here in this pack. Refuse to Yield is fine, I guess. But yeah, make disappear as actual turn 2 plays. What we're after. I don't know that we're going to play prize fight necessarily. I don't even know that we're going to play green, actually. So far, we really have no reason to. I know I passed a duelist, so that's fine. But we didn't know, okay? Okay, little chat is not great. Boon of safety is fine. Security bypass is also not great. Take a Maestro's Theater to try to splash a black card like Girder Goons. Kind of down for that. Also lets us splash red, which is not something we're explicitly interested in doing, but it's something we could do. Pyre Sledge Arsonist. It's pretty cool in the sacrifice deck. Venom Connoisseur. I mean, that's a good card. Right? Cabaret Courtyard. There's a Botanical Plaza. There's some other medium stuff. I think I'm going to take the Plaza. Because there's nothing telling me that we're base green, so having a 2-drop that's green doesn't really help us. But having a green dual land, this, you know, between these two dual lands here, this means we can pretty comfortably pick up any Broker's stuff that comes around. Broker's Initiate's not very good. Backstreet Bruiser is not very good. All these cards are pretty bad. I guess we'll take the Bruiser. It actually has a chance of attacking in this deck. I don't think we want Maestro's Charm. We could splash it, but I don't love that. Or we could just take Glamorous Outlaw here, actually. It's double off color, though. I think we want the 2-drop pretty badly. We only have two drops before picking that up. Expendable Lackey, run out of town. Prize Fight. I guess Prize Fight's coming back in. Got the means to cast it. I think it's just run out of town here. Lackey's pretty cool with casualty, and it's decent with looting, whatever that ability's called, but okay, I don't know. That doesn't seem playable. Skycrier is the card we want. It's 2-drop. Picks up counters from your backup agents and does work. Luxurious Libation. Not really great on the splash. I think we'll just take another Make Disappear. And another Make Disappear. So dig up the body also. Which wouldn't be too bad on the splash. With a little grind. The bots like it. I'm gonna just take another 2-drop. We just have so few. Okay, now we'll take a Glamorous. Boon. Opinions. Last pick, Mayhem Patrol. That's kind of cool. Another Glamorous. Right. So, I mean, we're not 100% to play green. We're definitely blue-white. There's 3 cards we want in this pack, at least. Exotic Pets, Regulator, and Rafine's Informant are all real nice. And I don't think we're going to get to wheel any of them. My feeling is we're supposed to take Pets. But I think it's really close. I think Informant might be also the right choice. I don't think it's Regulator just because of where our curve is at. Void Rend we could splash for. We need to get some more black fixing, though, if we're going to do that. Another Girder Goons, again, could splash. Yeah, we would need like another black duel. I think if we pick up a Girder Goons here, I'd rather have that over a Void Rend. Revelation of Power. is not bad either. We could wheel that, though. So we'll try the Girder Goons here. Whoa. Whoa. All right. Love it. Love to see it. So we're going to pick up Giada here. We need 2s. Helps us cast our Regulator. Helps us cast our Overseer. They're not that expensive, but sometimes you're stuck on 2. And it also pumps them up. So yeah, we're definitely going to take it over Metropolis Angel, which is actually not as good as it looks. Although we would be happy to wheel it and play it in this deck. Take Giada. It's a gift. Real gift right there. And Cabaret Courtyard we don't really need. We'll just take another Pets here. Don't need any of the other cards in this pack. There's Metropolis Angel. I was just talking about it. Holy moly, man. Pick 5 Overseer. It's got to be the pick. Over Regulator and Angel. Like, Inspiring Overseer is just better. Straight up better than a Metropolis Angel. It gets you the card every time. It's cheaper. Anyways. I need not sing the praises of this card that everybody knows is completely bonkers good. Skybridge Tower, Gathering Throng. I think we take a Throng. We have a lot of 3-drops, but we already have a blue-white duel. It's kind of close. I'm going to be a little greedy, I guess. Groundbreaker. Nothing for us here. I guess Hold for Ransom is a pretty good pickup for us. It's probably better than Witness Protection. Dapper Shieldmate, Rafine's Guidance, Buyer's Silence. Do we need a Buyer's Silence in this deck? Potentially a little bit light on interaction. Not really a prize fight deck. Our creatures aren't very big. Get Dapper or Refuse. I mean, we have a fair amount of creatures with flying and fishes, so I don't think we need to Refuse to Yield. I don't think any of these matter. So the question is going to be... Ooh, Revelation of Power is a pretty good trick, though. Pretty interested in that one. Are we going to splash black, or are we going to splash green? We have better mana for splashing green. Probably should have taken that blue-white duel. We have slightly better mana for splashing green. The only green card that we really care about is Spar's Adjudicators. Or if we splash black off of Maestro's Theater, we could have double Girder Goons on the splash. Rock's Pummeler, that's a decent card as well. Okay, so yeah, really interesting draft. So we lost a little bit of power by not taking that Duelist. And again, I mean, the Rafine's Informant that we did take there is super important to how this deck turned out, even though, you know, the full-on Broker's deck kind of was available to us, although we didn't really see that much green. But we certainly would be playing Duelist if we had drafted it. But also, this Informant's super, super, super important. Okay, so we don't have much Connive going on right now, I don't think. Just 3 cards. So I don't think Rafine's Guidance is where we want to be. In terms of 2-drops, we might not play the Bruiser. I don't think we're playing Prize Fight. Our creatures just aren't that big. We may not play Revelation. We may not play Boon. I think we're playing all of these 3-drops. We could cut a Shieldmate. We're probably not playing Infiltrator. I guess let's pretend we're not playing black at all. See what that looks like. I don't like a forest in the mana base very much. We certainly don't need it because Spar's Adjudicators can fix for itself. So let's get rid of that. We're better off just not splashing at all. Like, we're better off cutting this plaza, I think. That's 17 lands. We could play the Adjudicators or not, you know. So the question is, like, if we were to bring in something like Witness Protection or Buyer Silence or Boon of Safety. How many creatures right now? 14. We're a little on the light side with the creatures, but also exotic pets as creatures. We didn't get a backup agent. That would have been a nice pickup for us. So, I mean, some of these cards are just not great, right? Like Boon, these three in particular are not great. So if we did bring in Maestro's Theater, a couple of goons, add a swamp to the mix. That's 2 black sources, which is not really enough to splash these. We don't have any ways to make treasure in our main colors. We could always discard these, but we don't have that much looting going on. And to add another swamp to this mana base, I think, is not great. So my feeling is we should not do this. So we're going to get rid of all these. I think we're just going to run it like this, and maybe I think we might want to cut the Adjudicators as well. So let's say we're doing that, and we're going to bring in, I guess, Witness Protection, because we don't have that much in the way of removal, so we'll try that. Backstreet Bruiser is going to be all right for us on the ground. Our curve's kind of low. We could maybe cut a land, but we've got some 4-drops and stuff. I think we're going to try it like this. So, interestingly enough, we ended up not even registering a green card. But like our deck in the last draft, like we had double Duelist, we had Ligrella. Like, those are cards that you want to splash green for. A single Spar's Adjudicators is not really worth it. And I know I could have picked up the Duelist, but we didn't, okay? All right. Keepable hand here. Got both our colors. 2-drop, couple good 3s. See what happens. You just hold up, make disappear. Try to counter their Overseer this turn. Or that. That's worth countering too. Next turn, we can play a 2-drop and hold up, make disappear if we want. I think we do want. Probably cycle the headquarters at some point as well. See if we can get in for 2. They might have kill shot or whatever that card's called. It's 2 for 1 for us though if they do. And I think again we'll just hold up, make disappear. Countering things is so good in this format because there's not a lot of great ways to trade with a lot of these cards. Like if you play Regulator and they play like even like a 3/3 flyer, like the Speakeasy Saber, then we're just bricked. So being able to counter things, I guess not. I guess we hold it for ransom, but so that's not a good example. But like countering an opposing Overseer is really good, or something that's going to connive. They go ahead and play the thing that bounces a creature that we have, the 5 mana 3/2. being able to counter things is a great way to keep your opponents from getting card advantage, which normally counter spells are not very good and limited. But in this format, this one has been good because of that reason. It's really hard to trade profitably. A lot of creatures are small, 2/1, 3/2, 4/3 even is not great. So just getting a clean 1-for-1 is really good. All right, Skycrier has resolved. We're going to pass the turn. Opponent's going to scoop. Can't beat a Skycrier. We're going to go to the next game. See you in a sec. Game 2. We're on the draw. Another good hand here. Beautiful 2-color deck hand. Both our colors. 2-drop. What more do you want? Interesting question of Rafine's Informant versus playing Make Disappear. That's annoying. Well, it seems to me that Revelation of Power might be important against a red-black deck. So I kind of want to keep that. I think these Make Disappears might be pretty good. I think I'm going to discard the Pickpocket. It's going to affect the game the latest. And if we're getting beaten down, it might not even be that good. So Rafine's Informant could pitch something, become a 3/2 and block Court Official. Or we just hold up Make Disappear. And again, I think it's correct to just hold up Make Disappear. Taking one off this is fine. But like having them cast a Blitz creature or, I don't know, something gross. It's always good to be able to get that right off the board, not worry about it. And if they do nothing, I mean, that's also fine. See, like that. Loves counter to that. Rafine's Informant could trade for that, but now they don't get the treasure. We don't have to worry about them coming in, beating us with a combat trick, anything like that. So again, let's play this land and do the same thing. Take a damage. And again, happy to counter their 4-drop with our 2-mana card. Now we're out of counters, unfortunately. But it's okay. So we'll Rafine, inform ourselves of what's going on here. Dapper Shieldmate's going to be pretty good. Red-black has trouble with shield counters. Would like to have a counter on the Informant so that Revelation is good. But I guess it can be good with Dapper Shieldmate as well. I think we just pitch the land here. Play Skycrier past the turn. We'll be able to gain back some of the life we've lost here with the Crier. See, though, they could have something pretty scary here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Court Official 3/3. Ooh. Spicy. Okay, we're taking 5 then. Unless we want to trade with Court Official, they draw a card. And they draw another card off Strong Arm. That doesn't seem very good for us. We'll just take the damage here. Now we wish we had our bounce creature. Yeah. Be alright for... I mean, then they get to redo with that, but... Okay. Dapper. So if we want to block this Court Official, we're going to have to do so with trading off Rafine's Informant, which is not the end of the world. But we'll also lose our shield counter, which is pretty annoying. But I think that's the play we got to make. We can't just sit here and take a ton of damage off this thing. I mean, we could take 3. They get another treasure at the end of the world. The problem is that Revelation does not save Raffine's Informant. I guess it saves the shield counter, though. Does that matter? Kind of. Yeah, let's take another damage. I mean, we've got Hold for Ransom. We've got ways to sort of invalidate this. We got the Run Out of Town. I don't think we want to burn all of our card advantage here. Bit of a tight spot, though. Okay, they're gonna. Oh, okay. Well, they're gonna make it easy for us. I don't mind that. Great draw for us. And don't think we're attacking. Revelation can kill Body Dropper potentially with the help of Shieldmate. Opponent's drawing another card. Yeah, I don't think that light 'em up play was optimal based on what they're doing now. So now we have the board. That's the problem with Casualty in this format is like sacrificing your own stuff is a pretty rough go unless you're really getting good value. And like that 3/3 was kind of messing us up. Like we were thinking about double blocking and kind of getting wrecked. So, all right. Witness Protection. It's pretty good against Brazen Upstarts. They can sacrifice it, but then they don't get the death trigger. I'm pretty cool with that. Start getting in there. We're holding on to this land because they've shown us that they have one Corrupt Court Official. Pretty likely that they have another one. And we don't want to have to discard this Revelation of Power if they do play another one. Botanical Plaza for our opponent there. They're going to pass it back to us. Boon of Safety is a pretty good draw. That turns on the lifelink on Revelation. So, I mean, we could attack with Dapper Shieldmate here, and if they block, we could boon. But then they get to crack back with Body Dropper, and then we have to use our Revelation. So I think we're just going to keep going with the Inspiring Overseer here. They're a very high life total. So we don't want to sacrifice our board position right now to potentially deal a little bit of damage to them. So we could easily get outraced. That's a heck of a card. All right. So we're going to lose 4 life, sacrifice a creature, and discard a card. All right. That's gross. So I guess we'll sack Raffine's Informant then. And discard our island that we've been holding for this very purpose. So now they're going to come in with a Body Dropper. They're going to come in with the Body Dropper. Hurts to burn both of these cards to kill Body Dropper, but we're at 8. Going to 4 is not Not going to be great for us. So I think we're in a bit of a spot here. Okay, scrying a land to the bottom feels good. Gain some life. Oh, man. So if we attack them for 6, if they take it, they're at 10. We go to 7, assuming they don't have anything. Can they... I mean, then they go to 4. So they go to 10, we go to 7, they go to 4, we go to 2, they're dead. There's a lot of stuff they could have or could find that could make things different, but we could also find stuff. I think I'm willing to trade 6 for 5 right now. Let's see what we draw. Not crazy about double blocking. I think if we just double block Dustmanger here, we're just kind of consigning to lose the game. Because we could easily find like a run out of town that could change the math, or even like a hold for ransom might do something. Okay, so now we might have to think about blocking next turn. Man, we drew a few lands in a row here. That's not good. That made things difficult. Okay, we're at 7, so we have to block. Yeah, Make Disappear is not great in the late game. We drew a couple lands in a row. That hurt us. Duskmangler is an excellent card, obviously. That also hurt us. Go for the double here. Yeah, get wrecked. Okay. All right. We're also on the draw. Close game. They had a couple of nice ones there. We'll see you for the next. 1-1. We're on the play this time. That's pretty nice. We got Rafine's Informant into Exotic Pets, which is a pretty good curve. The only thing is that we're going to have to discard a non-land, which is kind of rough. Since we have 4 of them, so hopefully we'll draw some more non-lands. All right, cool. And I think Revelation can go here. Lackey for our opponent. Broker's Initiate for our opponent. Make Disappear. Cool. So we can either counter their thing or cast pets. Get the option. We could eat Lackey potentially with pets. Which is not the worst. Don't think we want to attack here, though. I mean, they just block with Initiate. I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't want to get too tricksy here. Because then if we play pets to try to block Lackey and they play Make Disappear or something, then we're just like getting killed. All right, well, hopefully they don't have it. We're going to spend our mana this turn. Nice. All right. Cool. Now it's beat them down with Unblockable Fishes time. Counter their next play. We've got Run Out of Town. To slow them down, we just got to keep beating down here. That's going to be a counter. Not a fan. Not a fan. All right, pickpocket on, I guess, broker shit, and then we get to get in with a bunch of stuff. Welcome to the chat, Dark Legion Mage. Keep on swimming, keep on swimming, swimming. Okay, well, we're going to get the counter whether we want it or not. I think we just discard Boon, weirdly. You know, like, not going to have very much damage-based stuff, but it's so cheap. Maybe we just discard Shieldmate? Yeah, maybe we just discard Shieldmate. Bounce, Initiate. They're going to chump with Lackey, I guess. That's fine, though. Then they can make a token if they want, but like they're already pretty constrained on mana. Token's not what they need here. But like having this available for a casualty card is potentially valuable for them. Freelance Muscle in the house. What does this do? Attacks or blocks, gets +X/+X. Greatest power and toughness. Alright, well, it's going on top of the library. I'm sorry. Sorry to say. 5, 6, 7, 11. Almost clicked no attacks there. That would have been a horrendous accident. Okay, think we're gonna get away with one here. Getting fishy. And getting brokersy. Okay, so they have, yeah, they can live, but not for long. I don't know that there's a Wrath in the format, but I'm going to play around it by not playing Skycrier here. I think there is a Destroy All Creatures in white, I think. Oof. Destroy. Well, we have Boon of Safety, so that'll help us. This card is bonkers good. I guess do we just get flyers though? Yeah, we do. Never mind. That's not actually good. Okay. But when you destroy your own stuff with that, that's where I've gotten absolutely rocked by it. All right, we'll see you for the next game. We're back. Can't keep this hand because we can't cast our spells, unfortunately. Take this hand. Overseer makes up for the mulligan. Unfortunately, we can't play Revelation on turn 2, though. Red, black. Yep. Draw a card. Man, a lot of lands. Lot of lands. Lot of lands. Okay. So the race is on. Using a combat trick on blocks is pretty bad, so I don't think we're going to do that. We might run something out of town this turn. Try and slow their roll a little bit. But this is just, you know, mulliganing on the play and then drawing 3 lands in a row or whatever is pretty rough. Not a lot we could do about that. So, okay, they're not all interesting. Okay, so they're going to try to kill our Overseer. I wonder if we can blow that up with run out of town somehow. So they have Fatal Grudge or something? Very interesting. Okay, well, I don't really want to put a hold for ransom on Mayhem Patrol if they're intent on sacrificing it, which is what it seems like they're going to do. So I think we're just going to pass. Weird. I don't know what to make of that. Like, hoping we were going to play another creature so they could, like, Fatal Grudge and then kill this in response, and then... Oh, love to counter that. This creature dies. Maybe we could top it. Probably have to. Otherwise we lose our Overseer. We could Revelation of Power it, I guess, but... Alright, drawing a Make Disappear here would not be the worst. I will say that. Exotic Fishies. Not a great card in this matchup, I don't think. They haven't chosen Nightclubber yet, but... Well, we might be using 4, 5, 6. We might be using Revelation to save Overseer. Might be one of the ways we actually have a shot. Girdergoons. Or if we could, like, yeah, we could trade with Girdergoons to, so they don't sacrifice it. That doesn't really help us, though. We're taking 6 here. We could chump Goons. We could fish, Revelation of Power, double block Man Patrol, and kill it that way. That's not the worst, because they don't get to... Whatever, I mean, unless they have, like, instant speed burn. We're not gaining any life off Revelation, but then we're going to lose Overseer. And they're going to have a 2-2 and a 2-2. And then we're going to have a hold for ransom in our hand. I think I kind of like it. It's a bold play. But we're already losing. We're going to need to draw some non-lands in a row. Alright, so that worked. We're at 11. They're going to have 2 2/2s. They're going to kill our Overseer. Yeah, I haven't really seen this card in action yet, but it's powerful. It's quite nice. Draw a card, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're going to cycle. We've drawn a ton of lands this game. The Regulator's not bad. We're fine with that. We're going to hold the plains in case they've got Corrupt Court Official. 5 cards in the grip, though. Like, how do they not have a way to get through this 2-3? Yeah, that'll work. No blitz? Oh, dear. Okay. I might have blitzed the Requisitioner, but And they get to kill a fish. I guess it doesn't really matter. They're very far ahead. Oh, this works with treasures. That's filthy. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, they're gonna have to pay 7 mana. Then we get a double block on that. Still don't like our spot very much here. But yeah, I don't know. Mulliganed. Drew some lands. What are you gonna do? Swamp for the opponents. They're gonna give us our card back. It's gonna be another land for us. And they should probably attack all here. I guess no attacks. Okay, cool. Well, the top of our deck is just ice cold, so it hardly matters. I'll take the extra draw step, though. Mountain, cycle, tramway station. Okay, now you get the attack. Okay, fair enough. This is really good with treasures, man. Wow, that's really cool. We're getting dapper. Okay, that should do it if they swing with everything. No, they're not going to. We're still just dead on board because they could sacrifice both their treasures and arsonist our face. I suppose we could have blocked the Requisitioner, maybe? Maybe that was better. I mean, we should be dead, so it doesn't matter. And we are. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, I chalked that up to... I mean, our opponent's deck was, like, pretty good. We drew a lot of lands. So we'll see for the next game. We're back. We're on the draw with a good hand here. We've got a 2-drop. We've got to make disappear. We've got a pets. Got some stuff going on. So it'll be a question of whether or not we play Giada or hold up make disappear. Blue-red from the opponent. Feels like Giada's a good enough one to run out, but of course they could have make disappear. So I think we're going to pass. We don't want to blink first. Ah, Fairy Vandal. Very cool. Well, I'm sure that'll get pretty big, so let's get rid of that. Didn't have that one on my radar. They might have also had make disappear though. Okay. Now we could play Giada or we could play exotic pets. The pets get better if we can get a shield counter onto them. I think we're cool trading half of pets for a Maestro's Initiate and going from there. Spends all of our mana. And really, it's the 1/1 counter that you want on these. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a treasure token and hide away. Okay. It could be pretty crazy, I guess, if it gets going. Hopefully we can sort of gain some tempo here with Dapper Shieldmates and start to pressure them. Witty Roastmaster, not a multicolor spell. Fiend's Informant, that's pretty good. Let's pressure. Trades are okay. I think we put another Dapper Shieldmate into play. We got Boon of Safety. We really get wrecked here by Nightclubber plus Fake Your Own Death, but they have to have a second black source to do that, so I'm not too afraid. Strangle. Yeah, let's counter that. Boon, Witness Protection. It's not great with our current board, but we are at the point in the game where they could play something monster, so... And they're going to catalog from the graveyard here, which you could do at instant speed if you wanted to represent some tricks and stuff like that. Okay, so how far do we want to extend into potentially like hostile takeover? Would be the spell we're most afraid of, I guess, at this point. They're taking 9 down to 9. We play Rafine's Informant at least. Baga's pretty good. All right, we'll discard Witness Protection. Get in for 9. I think we hold Giada here. If they do have hostile takeover, we still have a 4-power creature left over. And like there's not much they could play that would really punish us. Not having played Giada. Like if they play a blocker, we just get it out of the way. Okay. Man, that is good. Well, we don't want to discard a non-land card because these two work so well together. So it's okay. All right, so we got them on the ropes here. Regulator taps their blocker, and we have lethal. Horde Hauler. Because they can't crew this. So I think we're in the clear here. Yep. All right. Well, that game was kind of close in a way, but we pulled it out. See you for the next. All right, we're back. We go first. Got a great hand. Playing against Mythic from Platinum. There's like, I said, means that nobody's playing New Capenna. Opponent is also playing blue-white. What a shocker. Okay, well, we could probably pitch our Backstreet Bruiser if we want to. Boy, our hand is good. Wow. I'm not even sure what we're supposed to do here. If we play Giada, next turn, like, then our other angels are bigger. If we play Regulator here, we get the tap, which I guess doesn't matter because they're not blocking anyways. So it is mana inefficient to play Giada. I mean, we could play Overseer as well, try to hit a land drop, but like making each successive creature bigger is pretty valuable. And this is a 2-power card as well. So I think I'm going to break the rules a little bit and go with the mana inefficient play. If we had another land in hand and we were to draw another 2-drop next turn, then we would wish we'd done it different, but it's not the case. All right, so opponent representing Make Disappear. Or what? +2/+2? That would kill Rafine's Informant. Yeah, I think we hold back Rafine's Informant. Okay, we'll try an Overseer here. Nice. And a land. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, Giada is so good. Okay, so they didn't have +2/+2. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too fancy play center and playing around it there. I just had the spider sense. I mean, they still might have it, and also as far as adjudicators, but probably it was just the adjudicators. All right, so a lot of tap lands, which is troublesome against our style of deck here. We're coming in for 9. Problem is we don't get to regulate them first so they can block if they want. They're not going to. Okay. So let's Throng. And let's Regulator. It's going to be huge. 4/5. Yeah. Don't know what gets us here. Maybe there's something. Nope. All right. Well, that was a bit of a nut draw. So that was fun. On to the next. All right. We go first. Hand is fine. We have a 2-drop. We're going to need to find a land at some point. We have 2 2-drops. Both are colors. If we don't draw land, it'll be problematic, though. So, because there's a chance we don't draw land, is it better to play the Bruiser out here and then counter their more impressive play? I think that's right. I think it's right to do that. Get the Bruiser out of our hand. Spend as much mana as we can, because if we don't hit... having both Throngs is pretty awkward. Okay, we did hit. That's nice. Now, again, we could hold up Make Disappear. They could have Make Disappear here themselves. That'd be annoying. Gathering Throng against black is not great. I think we want to spend the mana. Yeah, that's a card. So I mean, we could trade Throng for it. No harm done. I think we just tried to do that. They're gonna obviously just take 3 here. No, they're gonna block and shrink our bruiser. Okay, well we're totally fine with that. Okay, I think they may have understood how that worked out. But getting a 1-for-1 with this is quite good. I think they might have like Dig Up the Body or Rogue's Gallery or something, just get this back later. But I think if I was in their position, I would have taken 3. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. You want to get something in the graveyard for the Appraiser. Fair enough. Would have liked to have countered that one. Okay, so I don't like... Still don't know that I would have made that play, but I don't fully hate it. The awkward second Gathering Throng from the hand. Okay, here comes something juicy. Something juicy. Witness Protection and Gathering Throng is a horrendous combination to have in your deck. Attacks? I would block. Okay, no attacks. Make a treasure. And that's it, eh? Okay, cool. Don't really want to pickpocket away the Appraiser there at 19. So we don't need 3 damage that badly. Just keep on poking with this Inspiring Overseer. Metamorphosis. Seems like we just counter that. Otherwise we're getting 2-fer'd. And yeah, pass the turn. All right. So that was kind of juicy. They have a lot of cards in hand. Lot of cards in hand. We should have attacked with the Throng that turn. That was silly to not do that. That was really silly to not do that. That was a huge misplay. We missed 3 damage. Because we would have traded. We would have taken that trade. And we would take it here. We're blocked with the Bruiser, though, if they come in. So they could have another Majestic Metamorphosis. Which we could counter. Straight up trade. Okay, so they must have like Rogue's Gallery or something. Very interesting. In we go here for 5. Call on a professional. Yeah. Can't do anything about that. All right. Well, they're outcarding us. We're not that far ahead on board, so I'm a little I'm a little afraid. I'll say that. Toulouse. When this enters the battlefield, it connives. When you discard one or more cards, and then when this dies, you get those back. Right. Well, we can just pickpocket it. I mean, they get a connive, but the card that they discard, assuming it'll be a non-land, will be exiled, and then they won't get that back. Because it'll be like a new instance of Toulouse. So that's not too bad for us. Play around, make disappear, I suppose, here. That would be kind of a beating. Second, make disappear. Yeah, I think witness protection is just too much of a liability with gathering throng in play. So we're gonna let that go. Man, drawing like a regulator here would be so good. Or even run out of town. We have lots of action here. Are they going to play Toulouse again, or are they going to play something else first and give us the make disappear? No. Okay, Toulouse is going to stick. Pitching a broker's veteran, okay? Yeah, I think witness protection is okay, but it's just really, really bad because then they just block gathering throng and we got nowhere. We'll take our counters where we can get them here. Dapper Shield. So, getting with the pickpocket, that would be a trade. They get to draw their 2-1. So I don't think we want to do that. I think we're just going to get him with the throng. We're fine with that trade. They might not take it here. Yeah, pretty likely that they do. Man, a rogue, if they have a rogue's gallery, we're just losing this game. So brutal. That card is really good. What would they be able to get back? Toulouse, Corpse Braiser, and Rafine Silencer, or yeah, they get 3 things back. That's real nasty. All right, so they got their Broker's Veteran back. They got a Jaxus the Troublemaker. And they're not blitzing it. That's fine. I mean, that's good, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo! Man, that's good. That's a good hit. Rogue's Gallery. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. Graveyard Shift. All right. Well, they're at 3. So they're still dead, right? So I think we're fine with this. And that's going to be game there, folks. Very nice. Celestial Regulator off the top. All right, see you for the next. Back on the play, we go first. Hand is fine, no 2-drop, but Overseer on 3. Both are colors. It's all good. It's all good. Mountain for our opponent. Swamp. A lot of red-black today. Ooh. Want to get that Throng down to minimize the chance of drawing the other Throng. Don't we? But, I mean, our curve is too good. Let's get the Overseer beats going. I think we just have to... Ah, man. Like, what are the chances, right? What are the chances we draw the other Throng? Jewel Thief. That's a good one. That is a real nice one. Ooh, Strangle. Okay. Coming in for 2. Giada's goodish draw, so we can Shieldmate. That doesn't let us block Jewel Thief, though. It does block Halo Scarab quite nicely. We could just Throng. It's not a good mana play, though. Or you can go Informant plus Giada. Informant does block Jewel Thief, assuming we discard something. Giada gets the beats going. Do we just play Shieldmate? Take a hit for 3. Spend the mana. I don't think it's right to play the Throng here. But next, yeah, like, because next turn we go Throng plus. So I think we play the Shieldmate here. Take a little bit of damage. That's okay. We're at 19. All right. Well, we kind of got owned here. Whack on the Shieldmate was pretty rough. Didn't like that very much. We're at 14. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have another play. All right, that's pretty lucky. All right, well, now we can go Hold for Ransom plus Throng. I guess it's time to do that. Get this Throng out of our hand. Opponent's got an instant speed card. Could be a pump spell. And let's see what they've got here. Okay, tap land, Racer's Ring, Strangle, no problem. That's a 2-for-1 for us. And I guess here we just cast Pickpocket and bounce the Scarab. And I mean, while it would be nice for this to be a 4/3 so that it can get through the Scarab, I think drawing non-lands is important. I think we just need to wear them out in terms of card advantage, because they're starting to run out of cards, and if we can continue to draw action, I think that's how we get them. All right. So we've got Throng, we got Crier, we can get Giada down. Probably time to get Giada down. Again, I think we'll hold this land, cycle it later. Say go. Opponent is 1 mana away from getting Ransom off their Jewel Thief, but we've stabilized, I think, to the point where Jewel Thief's not a huge problem for us right now. Okay, there's the land. But if they've got nothing better to do, they might as well free it up, I guess. Coming in. Incoming. Definitely want to trade here. Don't want to trade Pickpocket for Scarab. I mean, we're going to have Skycrier in a second. Start getting some life back. I think we're okay. If they could have Libation or something here. They're not going to go for it if they do have it. I don't think they do, though. I think it's just sacrifice Razor's Ring. Okay, that is nice. So Informant. We do want to get a counter off if we can. Then pets can eat the Scarab. And we'll have a 2/2 fish. I guess we don't really care that much about having a 2/2 fish. It might be better, again, just to pitch a land here if we can. Okay, we'll pitch a Witness Protection. That's fine. Evelyn the Covetous. What does this do? Battlefield, exile top card of each player's library. And you can play those cards. That's good. That's real good. And I wish I had my Witness Protection. They have an Echo Inspector of ours. Okay. Cycle this land, see if we can find some way to interact with this. Evelyn. So they're gonna have a Skycrier pretty soon, but didn't get there. That's okay. Get them for 4 here. Play Skycrier. Can also draw a Regulator off the top. Should be pretty good. Overseer would be alright. Run out of town would be pretty good too. They're 12, so the fish is going to clock them as well. Let's see what they decide to do here. I'm assuming they're going to play Echo Inspector and go from there. Oh dear. Light him up. Oh, this is really good. Okay, this might kill us, actually. Wow. They're not going to kill the fish. I figured they would kill the fish. Yeah. We got a trade here. I mean, I'm assuming the Echo Inspector is going to be a 3/4. They only got one card left, but they got another look. And I'm sure they can make it a 3/4 if they want to, which will invalidate this pickpocket. Man, I felt really good about our spot until they played this card. Oof. That's rough. All right. Well, they're 10. I don't know if we're getting out of this one. Draw a card there, end of turn. Try to find something, but it's going to be pretty rough. If we'd kept our witness protection, we might have actually been able to pull this one out. They wouldn't have been able to cast this Inspector. We would have drawn it. No, we would not have drawn it. It would have been exiled. Well, we might get used to the make disappear after all. No blocks. We're 4. Celestial Regulator, please. Please. Run out of town's not bad. Bruiser blocks the 2/5, run out of town, puts the Echo Inspector on top of our library. And then the Bruiser attacks potentially next turn as well, if the Inspector comes down and gets a counter. So that was pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. We run out of town, the Echo Inspector, we get to put it on top of our deck if we want. Or we could put it on the bottom. But we would put it on top, because it's very good. Gerdagoons with Blitz. Boo. Boo. Well, that's just about the worst card that they could have. So we'd have to sacrifice. Oh, man. I guess sacrifice Skycrier to counter this. They're also going to gain 2 life off of this. We put them to 5. They put us to 3. Yeah. This is the only way. We cannot beat the goons. Yeah, I like an overseer here. This is good. Gain a life. Revelation of power. Yo, that's really good. We have a chance. We have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Social climb. Oh, that's a lot of life gain. So gain 1 here. Then gain 2 there. They're at 8. In with just the 2/3. In with a bunch of stuff. Okay. Okay. So run out of town on Echo Inspector. We draw it. We cast it. We connive it. Bruiser can then potentially attack. We don't have lethal though. Even so. Oh no, we would if we would actually if we could jump Bruiser with Revelation of Power. No, but it needs to have a counter on it itself. Okay, so that doesn't work. Okay. Well, let's get this out of here. We would like to put it on top. So we probably are supposed to just do this then. Nice. That's a good one. Good one to pitch. Now the Bruiser attacks. Oh, they go to 1 if they don't block. Okay, well I think we got them this turn. They didn't, hit something sick again. What a game. No attacks. Okay. Cool. I mean, the only thing that gets us here is deal gone bad, right? Boon protects from whatever else. Go for it. I mean, we lose the game if they have deal gone bad, right? We would get, I guess we'd go up to 6. So we wouldn't lose. Okay, sure, we'll go for it. All right. We did it. What a game. GG. We'll be back for the finals. See you in a sec. All right. We're on the draw. Got a mulligan. Oof. Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do me like this? All right. Put 2 back here. So, I mean, we either put pets back Or we put a land back. How greedy do we want to get here? Because, like, in what universe do we actually discard Overseer to Rafine's Informant in order to get a counter so that we can play pets with a counter on it? That's pretty unlikely. I think we put a land back, though. We've got 3 looks, plus Rafine's Informant. We got 4 looks at a land to cast it Overseer on time. Okay. So, I mean, if we were to draw Witness Protection here off of this, we would discard that. We might just pitch a land, though. The card is good enough. Skycrier, that's right on the edge. Backup Agent's a 2/2. Put it on Boros, by the way. Man. Kind of feel like we're blocking this turn, right? Maybe not. Okay, we'll discard the Crier. Oh, that's good. It's really good. Jeez. Okay, so if we play Overseer, we can trade with Upstart. They get another creature out of the deal. If we play Pets, we can, like, trade Rafine's Informant for the Upstart. They get another creature out of the deal. We get some pets. They didn't attack, which was nice. Could trade the 2/2 fish for the Upstart, even though that's, like, not the best use of it. I think we want to cast the pets this turn when we still have access to Informant. Make sure we get the full value on that. I mean, I think we have to make this trade. It's very, very rough. It's going to be a very hard game to win. Mulligan to 5. Our opponent had a great start. Fixer is good. Yeah, and they can cast this turn too. Jeez. All right, well. Drawing our good cards too. Get him for 1. Taste it. Taste it. In with both. Well, we're obviously not blocking the Fixer. I think we do have to block the Backup Agent, though. We're in try not to die mode. It's a good draw. It's also a good draw. Now I wish I had not blocked. Okay. So Pickpocket can bounce the token. If it picks up a counter, then that turns on the pets again. We're at 15. We could potentially take a hit from Mage's Attendant as well. This card's very good. We don't want to bounce the Attendant itself. This only counters non-creature spells. So yeah, I think we might think about trading Overseer for it. No luck there. Okay, well then these can trade, I guess. Probably hold the land. We'll need to cycle it for value. Could also just take 3, but then they gives them a block here, which we don't really like very much. So yeah, I think we trade it. Make the trade. What's going on over there? 5 lands and no play. I see. Okay. All right. Probably should have cycled Spars actually that turn, because then we might have drawn like a connive creature. We'll cycle it here. Okay. Well, we're gonna cast the fish. Capenna Express. This could get gross. This could get real gross. If they have ways to make treasures. In for 1. What did that do? 3 damage to each non-token creature. Okay. Sweet. Well, I actually like our spot now. If we got Make Disappear, we can Casualty if we really need to. That's kind of funny. I mean, there's nothing better than that's just great. Two turns. 2 turns. So haste? No. For each treasure you control. So Hold for Ransom cannot enchant Capenna Express. We're at 13. They have to tap this to make a treasure. I don't think we're supposed to play Hold for Ransom on the Tycoon. Treasure. I don't know. I don't know how we even got to this point in this game. Our opponent obviously punted that 3 damage thing, but okay. Darn. Well, that's troublesome. That was really good. Yeah, baby. The Throng. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it going here. I mean, they could have another Wrath. Big score, pitching, breath. Strangle, yeah, and they've got Capenna Express going, so they can block. We could hold it for ransom after they do so, but that's not, I don't think that's worthwhile. Let's try to get ourselves into a spot where we can just attack for lethal. So they have to have another blocker here. Jeez. Oh, man. Like, I mean, oh, it has reach too, eh? Choose 2. Why don't you? Go ahead. Go ahead and choose 2. Boy. That's filthy. Okay, we're gonna go to 7. They're not dead because we need another hold for ransom. No. 2, 4, 5, 6, so they can undo that. Oh, man. Trample. Attack with both, they don't have to block. We're at 7. Oh, come on. Come on. Are we dead? Suppose we're not dead. Dapper Shieldmate. But we are essentially dead. We have to block everything. Oh no, we don't have to block the 4/4. Oh, they're crewing. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good play. I didn't even think about the crew on this. I was thinking about this as treasures only. So we have to block both. I guess this lives. We go to 2. They're tapped out. But I don't think there's anything we could find here that would actually do it. Wow. Well, I mean, if you're going to lose, it might as well be to Titan of Industry plus Corpse Explosion plus Black Market Tycoon plus Zeotora's Envoy. They didn't even get to cast. Plus, and Mull to 5. Ah, that still hurts. I wonder if there's something we could have done. Did we miss like 2 damage somewhere? That might have done it. We countered Cleanup Crew, which was probably correct to do. We could have ransomed it instead. We would have had a counter available, but like, I don't think you play around the Mythic Rare there. I think you just take your counter spell when you can get it. That's all right. That was an epic game. I thought we were for sure going to lose. Then I thought we were for sure going to win. Like we almost had a shot at it as well. That was a good game. Epic. 6-3. Six and 3. Pleased with the results. If you're gonna lose, that's a good way to go, I guess. As always, you can click like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitter. How to Draft MTG on both. You can tell your friends about the channel. You can send me an email, howtodraftmtg@gmail.com. That'd be cool. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the comments and the likes and the subscribes. It all helps a whole lot. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.